Good evening. Hello. How you doing? I feel okay. I feel okay. I had another very long day at work and very tiring, and it segued directly into an office party, which, wow, when that party started, I wasn't feeling it at all. I had 2 really long days at work, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of talking with people, waiting on this, sending emails to people, apologizing to people, and just really wasn't in the mood to have a party. But thankfully, when we all started talking to each other, we all ate a few bites. A coworker handed me a paper cup full of champagne. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll have a couple of champagne. It got better, got a lot better, and we got to relax, and it was fun. It was fun to have a chat, and I feel better about a lot of things. Work's been tough. Work's been long. I've just been real nervous about work in general, which is not the usual for me. These last 2+ years, most days of work, I go to work, come home, that's it. But because I've been doing so much lately and because I'm changing jobs at work, I've kind of been getting a little anxious. And I'm proud to say that while at the party, I talked to my immediate boss, and I was telling her, it's like, I know we're all joking around, I know we're having fun, but I've been getting very nervous the more we joke about how much work my new job is. And she was like, okay, I'll try to avoid making jokes, And she reassured me, if I didn't think you could do it, I wouldn't have given that job to you. I was like, all right, thank you, and I'm sure I can do it. But please, let's lay off the, oh boy, this is a lot of work for you, huh? Let's cut those down. And she agreed, and it was cool. Everything was cool, and it was great. And more importantly, I was able to have a teachable moment at the party with my the boss or boss things. There's a lot of bosses at work, doesn't matter who it is, but this is on the Japanese side of things. I was pouring myself a drink and listening to them talking, and I could hear them talk about their butts. They were saying oshiri. Oshiri is a Japanese word for butt, and they were saying shinjitemasu. They believe in their butt. They have confidence in their butt. And I'm like, I must be mishearing this. They're clearly talking about something else, but they're kind of laughing. They're laughing. They're having that laugh where it's like, ha ha ha, what a ribald thing to say. So I'm pouring a drink and I'm making faces, and eventually one of them notices that I'm listening, and they start laughing at me, and it's like, you're listening. I was like, you're not talking about what I think you're talking about. And they were. And so then my boss looks at me, and he's like, I have confidence in my hip. But of course, he's touching his ass. And I just, everyone laughs, but it's like, okay, let's fix this, because this is a big problem in Japan. It's very common. A lot of Japanese people, when they talk about their ass, they say the word hip. Somewhere, someone taught Japanese people that your hips are your ass. And they're not. They're a different part. So I demonstrated very close. No. Boss, son, was like, this is your hip, right? This is your hip. This is your ass. And of course, that got a huge laugh, and everyone's laughing at stuff. And I want to, and then I tell them, oh, it's great. Oh, you have confidence. That's great. I'm very proud of you. That's great. I love that you have confidence. And then of course I have to sort of roundabout suggest in Japanese that's like, well, I wish I had confidence in my ass, because the people who have seen my ass have really not said good things. So, in Japanese it's said, hyoban ga warui. There's my ass is not a good reputation. Which of course provoked more laughter. What do you mean people have seen it? It's like, I'm an adult. People have seen my ass. They didn't say anything nice. So, yeah, it was a good, fun moment. A lot of laughs were had. A lot of people in charge laughed at me, or with me, I should not at me. They were laughing with me, and it was really, but more importantly, everyone at the table who was talking, had a moment. And then we transitioned from that to a segue. It's like, where does your hip end and where does your ass start? Because, they're adjacent. And at that point, I started calling over other teachers, okay, come on, what's this important question? Where does your hip end? Where does your ass start? And we got some men in there, we got some women in there, and everyone had something to say, which is good. We reached no consensus, of course. But we all agreed. All the English speakers agreed that your hip and your ass are not the same. So yeah, today worked out okay. Whew. I'm so tired though. I really am. Work's been a lot. So fingers crossed I get some more stuff done tomorrow, and maybe once I'm done playing catch up, I'll feel better about my job. But the last few days, I just feel like I'm catching up to stuff, which is not a great feeling. It feels like I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole, which doesn't work when you have to do like 3 different things at once. Anyway, I got some more work to do on this computer, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So good night, everybody. I love you.